So Foska Oats originally was manufactured in Denmark, and it came here as an imported product, and that's when the Jamaican consumers first started to see the product here in Jamaica. After that, there was a partnership between my grandfather, Lauritz Ramson, and the Kellogg's company to actually begin manufacturing Foska Oats here in Jamaica locally. It was through that partnership that really started to see the brand take over and have an impact in the market, because it was now a locally made product. As our flagship is the Foska Oats in the box. You'll see there are quite a few other products here that we've come out with in the last couple of years. But as far as the brand is concerned, how it impacts the Jamaicans here is that it's a product for everybody in the market, and no matter the demographic. Interesting enough, we have a byproduct from manufacturing Foska Oats, which is used for pig feed. So we have quite a large contingent of farmers that come here and buy the byproduct so that they can feed their pigs, and that's their form of business, and that's their livelihood. So we've worked closely with the pig farmers around Jamaica, donating. A couple of years ago we donated 100 bags of oats to the Pig Farmers Association. So our involvement spans all demographics, and I think that's the largest impact we have as a brand locally here in Jamaica, is that we can have an impact on everybody. We recognize that being health conscious is not the only thing that we could focus on. Nowadays, people's most precious commodity is their time. So with that, we saw a natural line extension into the instant product line, which would have been our instant oatmeal, and now even more recent, our instant cornmeal products. These items on the go, they come with their own cup, and all you really need to do is add water, and you will get what we produce or naturally make here as Foska Oats, and the same similarly with cornmeal. So that has been specifically designed to cater to students and the younger generation that are always on the go and have very little time. So I think that is somewhere we're going to see ourselves continue to grow, because as you've noticed, the time goes on, our time gets less and less, and we have to manage it better. So if we can cater to the students who have very little time by using these instant products, I think that's where we're going to grow.
Foska Oats has been partnered with We Inspire Girls High School Tour for about 3 years. We started on this initiative with Corsia Bingham because we believed that we needed to help in inspiring young girls to achieve their dreams. In fact, this current past year, the theme was how big are your dreams? And so what we do there is we not only enrich their minds through the powerful speakers that come through, but we also enrich and nourish their bodies. We inform them that Foska is a Jamaican brand, that we're mostly employing women, so that really empowers them. We also this year created a vision board, so a Foska Oats We Inspire vision board that we handed out across the 14 schools that we touched, and this really helped them to put into place what they need to do to achieve their dreams, the steps that they need to take, both nutritionally, financially, exercise, all of the goals that they needed to put in for the year.
So with the We Inspire program, we went to 14 various schools all across the island. We went to Westwood, we went to Edwin Allen, we went to several schools in especially the rural areas. You know, this was very important because a lot of times rural area schools don't get a lot of attention from bigger brands, and they don't get the opportunity to be visited and to be given, like, you know, a real connection with persons, with brand managers, with persons that work at the company. So this was very educational for them. It was also good for them to see women very empowered, very in leadership roles that they could now aspire to and think that, okay, yes, I can do this too, or I can reach that goal as well. So that was really good. One of the things that stood out most is how appreciative they were, both them and of course the teachers, and how touched they were by each and every story that was told to them by our guest speakers and by the person who runs the We Inspire program, Corsia Bingham. And definitely they were very intrigued that Foska was locally produced. Some of them didn't even know that. that Foska Oats was locally produced. So this was just inspiring them to do better and to grow and to reach their goals, as well as giving them information.